It wasn't too long ago that I found myself broke in every sense, financially stuck, mentally drained, and professionally lost. I was juggling part-time gigs, applying for jobs that paid less than I was worth, and still coming up short. But in the middle of that chaos, something clicked. I didn't need to find a new boss, I needed to monetize what I already knew. In today's world, where AI tools, remote work, and digital platforms are reshaping how we earn, your expertise is your greatest asset. You don't need millions of followers, a tech startup, or investment capital. All you need is a skill, a story, and a system. In 2025, opportunities to build income around your knowledge are more accessible than ever before. From TikTok shops and Gumroad to Notion marketplaces and AI-powered tools, the playing field is wide open. This isn't just about side hustles. It's about building something sustainable that turns what you already know into something people will pay for. This is how I went from broke and invisible to fully booked and profitable, all without a business degree or financial backing. Here are the 7 steps I used to turn my knowledge into income. You can do it too. 1. I branded my experience, not just my skills. In the past, I focused on the technical aspects of what I could do: email writing, project management, client onboarding. But in 2025, people aren't just buying skills, they're buying stories. I stopped listing my capabilities and started crafting a brand around what made my approach different. My experience working in toxic corporate environments gave me a unique lens on communication. My years freelancing taught me how to set boundaries and create systems. I built a brand around that narrative. I used platforms like Twitter, LinkedIn, and TikTok to talk about the emotional side of business burnout, imposter syndrome, and people-pleasing. That emotional resonance attracted people who saw themselves in me. I wasn't just another freelancer, I was someone who had lived through the chaos and could now help them navigate it too. In a crowded digital world, your story is your differentiation. Once I started leaning into mine, I became unforgettable, and that built trust, which led to sales. 2. I built a zero-cost funnel using only free tools. When you're broke, every dollar matters. So instead of paying for ads or platforms, I used a zero-budget funnel that worked harder than most paid systems. I used Notion as my free website. I created a lead magnet on Canva, a client red flag checklist, and delivered it via Gumroad. I set up a basic email sequence using ConvertKit's free plan. All of it was built on free tools. This funnel built my list and positioned me as someone worth listening to. People downloaded the checklist, read my welcome email, and then binged my free content on social media. By the time I launched a product or service, they were already sold. I wasn't pushing them, they were asking me where to pay. The funnel was simple, clean, and low pressure. In 2025, this model still works better than complicated click-heavy strategies. People crave authentic value, not polished perfection. 3. I turned my solutions into micro-digital products. One of my first light bulb moments came when a follower messaged me saying, "Do you have a script for how to say this to a client?" I did. I had dozens. So I bundled them into a $9 digital product, 10 scripts to handle tricky clients like a pro. I wrote them in Google Docs, formatted in Canva, and uploaded to Gumroad. That product made over $1,200 in 2 weeks with zero ad spend. In 2025, micro products are outperforming mega courses. People don't want to sit through 20 hours of training. They want instant wins. I now sell AI prompt packs, pitch templates, Notion planners, and video script banks. Each product solves a tiny, specific problem, but the volume adds up. By solving one pain point at a time, I created a product ecosystem that now earns money daily. And it all started with one idea I didn't think was valuable. 4. I started coaching. Without being a coach, when people started asking for help, I felt unqualified. I wasn't a certified anything, but I realized in 2025, the most booked people aren't polished gurus, they're relatable guides. I created a Calendly link with 1-hour sessions and priced them at $75. My first 5 clients came from DMs and emails. I helped them write emails, improve onboarding systems, and set boundaries. They left glowing reviews. Over time, I raised my rates and built a waitlist. I added a paid discovery session and built it into a recurring offer. But I kept it simple. No 6-month programs, no forced upsells. People appreciated the no-fluff approach, and they came back. Coaching didn't just provide income, it gave me deeper insight into what people actually needed. Those insights became content, product ideas, and testimonials. If you're good at something, people will pay for your brain. You just have to give them a clear way to book it. 5. I leveraged TikTok and LinkedIn, not Instagram. In 2025, TikTok and LinkedIn are goldmines for experts. Instagram, while still relevant, has lower organic reach unless you're already established. I posted TikToks with 15-second tips, client scripts, quick lessons, pricing advice. They were raw and unfiltered, just me talking. Some hit 10,000 views overnight. One landed me 5 coaching clients in a day. LinkedIn became my authority platform. I shared breakdowns of client wins, pricing advice, and behind-the-scenes moments. I positioned myself as a peer, not a coach. I didn't use fancy graphics, just stories and solutions. That platform got me podcast invites, newsletter swaps, and multiple paid speaking gigs. The combination of TikTok's viral discovery and LinkedIn's high-trust environment built my authority fast and for free. I didn't need paid ads. I needed relevance and repetition. The key was showing up daily with real value, not performative hustle. 6. I let AI do. 40% of my work, I embraced AI early. I used ChatGPT 4.5 for content outlines, client emails, and digital product drafts. I used 11 Labs to generate product voiceovers and Loom to record walkthroughs. I even used Midjourney to create visuals for my PDF products. With AI, I cut my creation time in half. In 2025, AI isn't cheating its efficient delegation. The time I saved helped me focus on relationship building and product refinement. I wasn't trying to be everywhere. I was trying to be helpful consistently. By letting AI handle the heavy lifting, I created faster, iterated smarter, and delivered more frequently. Some of my best-selling prompt packs were written using AI plus personal tweaks. I disclosed it. Clients respected the transparency. The real secret isn't whether you use AI, it's how well you tailor it. Your brain plus AI equals unbeatable combo in this economy. 7. I focused on relationships, not just revenue. In the beginning, I was obsessed with sales. But over time, I realized the real currency is trust. I replied to DMS. I recorded Loom replies instead of canned responses. I emailed buyers asking what else would help. That's how I built a loyal audience that buys everything I launch. I launched a free community on Circle, where I shared content ideas, failures, and behind-the-scenes wins. Members became buyers, buyers became clients, and clients became collaborators. When someone recommended me, they weren't just sharing a link, they were advocating for me. That level of connection doesn't come from ads, it comes from care. In 2025, relationship-based marketing is outperforming transactional tactics. People want creators who see them. The more human I became, the more booked I became. My business didn't explode because of hacks, it grew because I showed up as myself and treated people with respect. Conclusion: going from broke to book wasn't a fluke, it was a formula. And it didn't require a massive audience, a team, or a complicated tech stack. All it required was me showing up consistently, leaning into what I already knew, and building trust one step at a time. If you're sitting on experience, lessons, or even failures, that's your gold. The market doesn't need more perfection. It needs real people solving real problems. And in 2025, There are more tools than ever to help you launch, sell, and automate without spending a dime up front. Start small, share your wins, create one product, open one booking link, test one idea. The snowball effect is real momentum builds faster than you think. I started with a Google Doc and a TikTok. Today, I have multiple income streams, a booked out calendar, and total financial peace. Your story is powerful, your experience is valuable, and the digital world is hungry for it. Don't wait until you feel ready. Start now, where you are. Because someone out there is waiting for exactly what you know, and they'll happily pay for it, from broke to booked. That's not just my story, it can be yours too. Let us know in the comments what you think about the from broke to booked, how I monetized my expertise online, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more captivating content on our YouTube channel.